Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading about kind of like a I don't really get along with you, or I don't really want you in my crowd kind of vibe. I don't know how many of you recognize the line from Brother Ali in the title, but I've been hearing it like all morning, and it totally took me back. But the general vibe is, and I'ma be okay. You would probably bore me anyway. Just kind of like a, I don't care if you don't really like me. I don't care if you don't think I'm fine. I don't care if you don't think I'm funny. Like, I don't need you to be my friend. And the cards that we have are the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Five of Wands in the reverse, and the Four of Wands in the reverse, which kind of gives me the vibe of I don't really want to be your friend because you don't even know who you are. The Ace of Swords in the reverse is giving me inauthenticity. So somebody who kind of changes to be like whomever they're hanging out with. Five of Wands in the reverse is like inner conflict or even like a lack of self awareness. And Four of Wands in the reverse is kind of like a lack of direction to me, like somebody who um, you can't really rely on. They might be a different version of themselves the next time you see them. Uh, they might claim to be your best friend and then talk shit about you. Like, this is just the like, I don't have time for you kind of energy. So, this is going to be a little bit of a juicy reading, I think. Let's call on spirit and have ourselves a little bit of wind chime time. I have a hair somewhere. Come on now. Hello and happy Tuesday. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Let's see what we have for you. I think we need some earth and bone oracle. Let's see what this is. The song, by the way, is Forrest Whitaker, and Brother Ali is an unusual like character, right? I love that kind of music, but I haven't listened to it in a long time. The general idea being like the best approach socially, in my opinion, and probably also Brother Ali's, is just be yourself. Like, if you love who you are, then no one can really touch you. If you've dealt with people that try to make you feel bad about yourself or try to even like create lies about you, there are many good things I could say about being consistently authentic and the favors it will do you in terms of dealing with people like that. Like, no, I don't care how you feel about me because I'm feeling me, because I like who I am. And because like I actually know who I am, which might be something that you would like to maybe try out one of these days. Because from what I can tell, whoever we're talking about here, this is somebody who's just trying to be cool. I just had a flash in my mind of the chick from Mean Girls who tries to make fetch happen. What is her name? If you know, you can put it in the comments. Hello, band again. How are you doing? Yeah, so we have beloved and prosperity. Oh, really? Love, relationships, reciprocity, union, intertwinement. That's number 24, beloved. And number 17, prosperity, is wealth, contentment, success, achievements, and abundance. So, one thing to keep in mind is whoever I'm reading for, you're approaching social encounters very differently than you used to. Almost um like an upgrade, right? I'm no longer pandering to you. I don't want you to be my best friend. I'm actually pretty good. Um, Compared to like, I'll do anything if you would just like let me hang out with you kind of thing. So I really feel like initially this love card or beloved is like you learned to love yourself, but that's kind of drawing other people in, right? When you have that self confidence, when you have your own self esteem, when you when your energy isn't dependent on how other people feel about you, I think people can recognize that, right? And that's attractive to a lot of people. But this prosperity card is interesting because it makes me feel like there's also an element here of people trying to be in your good graces because they think that there would be like some sort of benefit for them, possibly financially or, if they're clout chasing. So that could be another kind of like caution almost that we have in this reading is know what motivates somebody in terms of why they want to know you or why they are interested or not, right? This could go one of two ways. This is somebody might surprise you and is interested in you, but it could also be just like acceptance that somebody isn't into you, right? Because if they aren't, then they don't get it. Like, I don't want to force anybody to be into me. If you aren't into me, then that's just fine. Like, we're not here to sell why we're amazing to other people. You either see it or you don't, right? I don't know how they could miss it though. Your first card is the Nine of Pentacles, and this is somebody who is self-sufficient, independent, looking good, but also somebody who listens to their intuition. Hello, Tori. How are you doing? Yes, the Capricorn video. Interesting because audio issues happened, and I'm nervous that all the folks that have been watching the first 10 minutes don't realize, even though I linked it, that there's a whole like 30 some additional minutes for it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. You make me laugh. I like you, Tori. You're funny. I can't remember what it was. I responded to probably like 100 comments yesterday. So I don't know exactly why you made me laugh, but I think it was a comment on ham bone. Were you the one that asked if I should or if I could make like a ham bone reel? Because that would be funny. We've got Four of Cups in the reverse and the Lovers in the reverse. Yeah, this is like, I don't care if you don't choose me. I don't care if you reject me. There's so much other shit out there for me. But there's also this idea with the Four of Cups and the reverse that there is like a curiosity, right? If you don't have the same level of curiosity or intellect, wit, then whoever I'm reading for, like, you would probably bore me anyway. Like this person's just, it's okay. If we don't get along, we don't get along. But you have to like have some banter, as the Brits would say. The Hermit and the Eight of Wands. This is somebody who's selective. I feel like we have the Hermit coming out in particular because we have somebody that has sought wisdom on their own and didn't need to be taught some of that wisdom they possess. Some of it is, oh gosh, am I really going to say self-taught? Yeah. This person is not afraid of questioning things, questioning people, going it alone, spending time alone. I feel like with the Eight of Wands, the fact that it's all pointed towards the center, where most Eight of Wands cards, we have wands that are, horizontal, basically. This is somebody who's very invested in themselves and can do just fine without having, 8,000 social engagements each month, right? I know not everyone will get the self-taught reference, but I hope you do. Yes, exactly. Eight of Cups. So interesting. We have 8, 8. We also have 2 nines, with the Nine of Pentacles and the Hermit being number 9. I don't know. I feel like at a minimum, you are walking away from somebody who isn't a good romantic partner with the Eight of Cups. For some of you, you may be walking away from like an entire social group, right? Like we don't get along anymore because I understand things in a different way than you. I was just talking to a friend who has to kind of like go a different way musically after a member of the band is not really interested in still working on shit. Here's another nine of cups. It's like, yeah, I don't know if you're not willing to put the time and energy into it like the rest of us are, then we might have to just like kind of part ways and accept that as how it was or how it is. And we'll do something different, you know, but there was like an excitement in his voice, like, no, we're gonna actually do something pretty cool. That maybe wouldn't have been that person's cup of tea, right? So a willingness to cut ties when it makes sense, and also like an excitement, like if I don't have this person in my life, everything will be fine. I can explore this other thing, right? Yeah. Yes. I was pretty young, but I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you, Tori. It was a good year. Oh man. So Three of Wands with the Nine of Cups, this is like somebody saying, I don't need to be in a relationship or I don't need to be a part of this group to succeed or get what I want or live my dreams. I'm over here chilling because I know that what I want is going to come to me. It doesn't have to be heralded in by your stupid jokes, you know, or your lameness. I mean, if you're gonna bore me anyway, I kind of feel like this is about somebody just being on a different page, right? Four of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who isn't progressing, and then you pair that or group that with a hermit, like that just doesn't work. It's like when you're driving on a highway and there's only two lanes going your direction, and there are two cars driving side by side, going like 5 miles under the speed limit, and you're like, why are you holding everybody else back? Like, can't you just follow the rules? Tori, that's awesome. I love it. Yeah, I don't know if we could go with like soul age. I might have to say something like 600. I don't know. It would be really interesting to know how old the soul is. Devil. I don't know, you guys. You know, I don't sugarcoat things for you guys or try to make everything all, you know, bite-sized and perfect. I'm gonna be real with you. I think most of you are dealing with somebody who is caught up in some kind of addiction. I think you've got somebody who potentially has a sex addiction or an addiction to drinking or drugs. For some of you, this might be more complicated, like an addiction to gambling. I say more complicated in the sense that gambling isn't always something that you do socially, you know, like I was using the reference of musicians, and I feel like in general, if they're going to drink, they probably drink together, but they don't always gamble together. And my addiction is fishing. Tori's tackle, you have shocked me. Did not see that one coming. Yes, that's true. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? Good morning, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? You're the best. Yeah, no, I've been trying to get into a fishing situation for a couple months now, so it's gonna have to happen. I have the fishing pole. What are you doing down there? Are you biting on the lamp? That's just silly. So, if we have somebody that was dealing with a little bit of an addiction or a problem like that, it would make it perhaps all the more important to know when to cut it off, right? You gonna shuffle for me? No? He's like, what are you talking about, Mom? I'm just here to look good. Can you guys even see him? Just kidding. Yes. Outdoors, that's a completely acceptable addiction, don't you think? Hambone likes to watch the birds outside. All right, mister. I gotta shuffle, okay? If you want, you can sit up here. No? You got your pepper? Okay. He's gonna resume licking the catnip toy. I hope that's all right with everyone. Yep. Yeah, I think I might have to feature more ham bone. Oh, attack! Attack! So the devil followed by the 10 of swords and the 3 of cups. I know we already talked about the devil, but it's related for sure. This is like somebody choosing a different path, and it's a destructive path. Yeah. I think this is one of those situations where somebody just makes everything about this particular habit or this particular situation, right? The 3 of cups kind of making me feel like somebody looks at whatever this issue is that's holding someone back as something that makes it really difficult to get through the other stuff, right? So, like, gosh, I just saw a video in my YouTube algorithm, and I think it was Nick Jonas not being able to play a song right and like having to go to therapy because everybody made fun of him. Or who was it at Coachella? Was it Frank Ocean? Like everyone was stoked for him to come back. I think it was Frank Ocean. And then he just like sucked. Like there's something here about you're letting the things that really matter to you go because you're so focused on this addiction or obsession, right? For some of you, this is more so somebody falling out with their group of friends because they're in like a Yoko Ono relationship where you're just like, come on, you really got to stay in bed all month? We can't practice? We've got the Star and the Hierophant in the reverse. You can be famous, you can be successful, you can have this prosperity, but only if you are actually committed to what it is that you're doing, right? We've got Hierophant in the reverse along with the Star card because it's a distraction. You can't follow your dream if you're consistently going off the path. So it's kind of feeling to me like we have somebody who's moving forward and accelerating their own success, and another individual involved in the mix is like dropping out or being left behind or struggling to keep up. Like 4 of Wands in the reverse, this person can't reach the next level. They haven't beat this level's boss, right? Nice. Oh, well, yeah, that does happen. When you have authentic energy or when you have something that guides you, it can be almost like intoxicating for those that don't have that, to try to figure out how they can kind of capture it for themselves, right? So it happens. All right, we're going to use the Dragon Oracle. Green gold dragon from Sirius. Brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. Learn about spiritual technology and be a transmitter of sacred knowledge. Like, I'm really feeling that somebody here is meant to be famous, meant to be guiding others. If we continue with this like musician vibe, this is like your words are going to be impactful for a generation, right? Your music is going to inspire others, help people heal, understand what they've been through. And that can't be sacrificed just because somebody over here is unable to go with you, right? Again, this could be somebody who was supposed to be doing the same thing with you, or somebody that was holding you back out of envy or codependency, fear. Um, you've maybe already heard me say this, but people are either coming from a place of fear or a place of love. The sooner you figure that out, the better you'll understand that individual. If you're coming from a place of fear, you're probably going to do things that are low vibe. You're going to be okay with lying to people, betraying people, stealing from people, cloud chasing, all of that. If you're coming from a place of love, then things change for you, things become easier for you, and you get back that energy that you're putting out, right? Beautiful mermaids, here, I've got one for you. So, funny story, this was pink, like hot pink, and I spray painted it gold, but it still has like a little bit of pink to it, which I kind of love. But yeah, we've got mermaids here for you, Rob. Don't you worry. Right alongside the dragons and the skulls. What else do we have? Fire dragon burns up the lower energies around you. What was I just saying? If you're elevating and they're stuck in low vibe, you are safe and protected. Be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. Don't let somebody hold you back. If they aren't meant for the same thing, that's how it is, right? There's something else in store for them. You guys, part of the deal with having free will is sometimes people don't deliver on what they're meant to be doing, right? Sometimes people just kind of bow out and it's not always graceful, right? Sometimes people just can't hang. Let's get a few from the Kipper. What else do we have? So that's twice now that we've had number 17. Prosperity was number 17. And then we also have the gift, which is number 17. We also have concern in the reverse, which is number 33, and poverty, which is number 37. I mean, you may already kind of be able to glean this from this particular combination of cards, but I feel like what's coming through here is we are all gifted with something. You know, we all have the ability to shine and help not just ourselves, but also others. And to do what this person, this hermit, is meant to be doing sometimes requires letting go of the devil energies that are stuck in a certain mind frame, or frame of mind, I should say, in terms of like, I can't get up and do it. I can't be dedicated consistently. Like, I don't have a ton of musician friends, but the friends that I do have that are successful, they go at it every day. You know, like they practice all the time. I don't think my channel would have grown if I only posted like once a month. Like, I'm here almost every day because this is my passion, because this is what I want to do what I'm meant to do. Somebody here understands what their path looks like, what they're meant to do, how they can inspire others. And you're basically being told, yes, there may be people that cannot hang, that cannot go with you, but there's something else meant for them. And that's why they're in this kind of destructive mode, right? We can't force someone else's destiny to be our destiny. Some people are meant to be musicians, some people are meant to be artists, some people are meant to be teachers, some people are meant to be writers, whatever it is, we have to, lean into that gift that we uniquely have. This is the Egyptian tarot. Yes, Tori, that's a very important concept. Oh, I guess we get to keep that. You see how that fell over like that? I like that, so I'm going to read that. Tori said that not everyone is meant to stay in our life forever. We could, just learn to appreciate whatever time we have with that particular person, right? Hello there, Voodoo. How are you doing? So we've got the Ace of Cups and the Tower. Interesting, because Ace of Cups can actually talk about a gift that you have, some sort of talent. And also interesting because it's right below the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment. Ace of Cups gets you to everything is like white picket fence dream, right? So somebody has a goal, they have the gift, and then they put the work behind it. And that's why they know that there is success here, right? So we have the Tower saying something is changing. Somebody is leveling up, which is why somebody who, with the Four of Wands in the reverse, can't go along, right? If you're not ready to level up, and I'm gonna do that, right? Yes, I couldn't agree more, Tori. The Fool in the reverse, the Seven of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. So we had the Nine of Cups from the previous deck, and here it is as well. We've got somebody who might be a little bit upset that things are going better for you. This is like kind of irritating to me, but I'll try not to be like sassy about it. If you didn't put in the work and you're hoping that just being gifted will get you the pass that you need, like, shame on you. You have a gift, like, maintain and like culture that shit. Like, what's a good example? I played piano for 5 years, and then I was like, life's getting too busy, I'll come back to it later. Bullshit. Never went back to it. I knew I was done right there because it wasn't my passion. Do I love it? Yes. Do I still play the entertainer from time to time? Sure do. Love it. But that's not my passion, right? I can enjoy doing it when I have the opportunity, but I quit because I knew that wasn't my path. And other things were, right? Somebody here is mad at you because you have this pathway forward and they don't have it, but it's like literally because you chose not to invest in it. You chose not to go to practice every day or go to practice 3 times a week. You chose not to pursue an education or be a part of that event, whatever it was. They are trying to make you feel like bad about the fact that things are going better for you, when the fact of the matter is you actually gave to this, right? You actually worked at this. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. So this person's going to have some not so great words for you. I wouldn't take them too seriously. This is coming from a place of fear. This is coming from a place of envy. They're going to talk about whether or not you have the ability to actually get to this point or go to the next level. And it's really honestly coming across to me as projection. Like, they're yelling at themselves because they didn't get to the point that you have, right? So I guess what I'm saying is, if somebody is a little bit petty, if somebody says something to you that doesn't ring true, don't overreact, or maybe even don't react at all. Because they're really just talking to themselves. They're not talking to you. They're disappointed in themselves. Get it. He's got one of those toys that has like the ball. You can like make it go around the triangle. Yeah, so this person's going to try to say something to make you doubt yourself, but it's like, no, I don't have any reason to believe your assessment of me when it's quite obvious that I am awesome. Like, we don't have to be a dick about it, you guys, but when you have confidence, people insulting you, it just doesn't hit the same, right? That's why they say love yourself first, right? That's like the door that opens so many other doors. When you love yourself, you don't have to settle for codependent relationships. You don't have to settle for unhappy work situations. You know how to transmute pain into beauty. Like, I hesitate to talk about it again because I've already talked about it, but there was a time where somebody tried to call me a worthless, you can just use your imagination, right? And I was like, why? Just tell me, why am I worthless? Just curious. Okay. Here's the thing. You're wrong. And I have a lot of worth. I feel great about myself. And that's why no matter what you say about me, I'm not really going to be that butthurt about it. Because I know what you're actually saying when you insult me is just an expression of your own frustration with yourself and how it compares to how I'm doing or how I feel about myself. So I don't care what you have to say about me. Like, I have to first respect your opinion. If we're going to take it there, we're going to take it there, right? Like, you can't insult me because you don't love yourself. Like, you're going to act out of fear all the time until you figure out what it is about you that's special, that enables you to have that confidence that you see in me, that threatens or intimidates you. Like, whatever. So we have the Six of Cups, which could indicate that we have somebody that you've known for a long time. You have a lot of memories. This could be like someone you would say is like a brother or like a sister to you. If it's a romantic situation, then obviously maybe don't say that. It might be more like, I've been dating them for 10 years. I can't believe that all of a sudden now they don't support me chasing my dreams, right? What are you doing? I think Hambone is hunting a bug. All right, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse, same as our pre-shuffle, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So this person is going through some difficult times, like literally in their head. They're struggling, right? They don't feel good about the choices they've made. They're realizing that there were consequences to, for example, partying instead of practicing, just being kind of flippant and not really putting in the effort, right? What's that movie? Whiplash is a movie about like being obsessed with drumming, and I can't remember the actor's name, but like a really brutal like trainer dude. Look, you put in the effort or you don't. If you want to be great at something, you better put in that effort, right? Yes, exactly, Rob. Good, Tori. I like it. And here's the Four of Wands for you, the Magician. So if you haven't gotten the message yet, when you do really well at something, when you prosper, you absolutely will have people that look up to you and admire you and love you, right? But don't get it twisted, right? We got to know where people's motivations lie. You will also incur some hate, right? So because you are moving to the next level, because you are being seen by more people, because you have found success where others have not, we have the Magician card here. It's like people are looking at you and your ability to make things happen, and they are not happy that you have been successful and they have not. if you find success, there will be 4 other people that think you don't deserve it, right? Like, just be expecting a need to be more selective with who you spend time with, and, spotting out the people that would just bore me anyway. Like, if it's not legit, don't pursue it, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse and the Four of Swords. It's lonely at the top. That's what this says. There are people who cannot climb as high as you have climbed, people who cannot fly as high as you fly. They will be jealous, and they will want to take, things that are yours and claim them for their own. Like, dumbest reference ever, maybe, but what I just thought of is that song Greensleeves, that, as far as I know, was written by somebody else, but King Henry VIII was like, nah, I totally did that. That was me. No, it wasn't. Don't pretend that was you. Like, Chat GPT in it before it was Chat GPT. I don't know. We got somebody here who I think just needs to hear, yes, there will be a change, right? There'll be a shift. There will be people that don't like that you're doing so well, and you might have to cut a couple of them off. But there will be people that you find at the top. Other people who understand what it is to have a passion and actually put time and energy into that passion, right? Smoked salmon. You guys, come on. Why are you doing this to me? I'm already hungry. So this is the third 4. We have the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, and now we have the 4 of Pentacles. Here's the deal, you guys. You may get really rich. You may just have a lot more money than the other people you know. You may be able to, buy your mom a house. But whatever it is, you are being asked to be extremely selective and not just give things away this is for you. This is not for everybody else who decided they didn't want to chase their dreams. So it's kind of like the guy who wins the lottery and then has like everybody from elementary school asking him for a loan. Sometimes you have to get really good at saying no. Do you have to explain yourself? No. The answer is just no. When it comes to matters of like money, less information is more. Don't say, no, I can't loan you money because I owe on my car or I have to pay my mortgage. That's none of their business. That's your business. No is a full sentence. Why? I don't have it in the budget. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's not your business. It's my money. I hope you can find a different solution. You're going to have people asking you for money. Period. End of story. Are there going to be people that are worth helping? Absolutely. But you better be real strict on that shit. I don't know, maybe you're a billionaire, like go for it, splurge, right? But you're probably not. There are going to be people that ask for money just because they think you should be able to afford it. No, I worked for this. But yeah, just like watch how much information you share with others, right? Because it's kind of like what I was saying on the narcissist reading yesterday. Like, the more information you give to somebody, the more they can like twist it and use it against you. Don't put quarters in the bullshit machine if you don't want any more bullshit. I will give you very little information, but I will give you an answer. No, right? All right, I'm gonna get off my little pedestal here. Did I say hi to Redbeard? Hi, Redbeard. Good morning, Karen. How are you? It's okay, Rob. I forgive you. Oh, I actually kind of want to switch. Hold on. It's all right. I didn't see any of them. You guys, I've done that before and then checked later, and the same cards came out from a different deck, so I might have to check that later. All right, this is the Morgan Greer. What else do we have, please, for my famous people, my gifted people? Are you going to have money to lend to people? Yeah, you sure are. Do you have to do it? Yeah. When we have wealth or prosperity, there are absolutely good times to be generous or solve problems for other people. Um, there's nothing in my mind that feels better than helping somebody eat when they felt like they might not be able to eat the rest of the day, but you got to be smart about it, right? Trying to decide how much to share. I know somebody that went in the red or like lost money because they were so compelled to give money to a religious organization. You got to be mindful of when people are asking for too much or when people aren't appreciating what you've already given or when people are just like not legit, right? So, King of Pentacles, are you going to have money? You are absolutely going to have money. We went from the Nine of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. You are self-sufficient and you are going to be much more so. You're going to be wealthy. The Fool in the reverse. Didn't we already have that? Yeah, we had it right here. And there's that Hermit again, Ace of Swords. So you guys, you've got to be able to, as the Hermit, look at foolish decisions or foolish investments and be honest with yourself and with these people. Kind of a weird analogy, I guess, but it's like, I don't know, a lot of this kind of thing, because I'm not a doctor, but it's like how rigorous they are with regards to organ donation. Like, I'm sorry, if you have a drinking problem, you can't have this liver, like something along those lines, right? You have to know who's asking and for what, and whether or not it would be wasted. Knight of Pentacles. If they're not putting in their own work into some situation, then it's not worth it. And we've got somebody here who's going to try to manipulate you. That Six of Cups has come out again. So this could be somebody that has Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in their chart. Honestly, what I'm feeling is this is somebody who feels entitled in some way to what you have, perhaps because they also pursued this kind of thing or because they've known you for so long. Could also be a family member. But this is somebody who loses their like control. They either cry a lot or yell a lot, and it's to the extent where they're hurting themselves, right? Like they're doing something like if you had just asked like a normal person, I probably would have helped you, but because you made it a whole production and decided to like call me names, like it is absolutely a no, and it's a no for like evermore. Yes, exactly, Dark Phoenix. Yeah, and that's what, you know, whoever this King of Pentacles is, you're being encouraged to be that selective. Because now you're coming out as the Emperor, which basically says, are you doing well? Yes. Do you have some sense of power here? Yes. But you've got to be smart about how you use it, right? All right, we're going to close it out with the Crow Tarot. The person who wants to kind of use you or feels entitled to your crap could also be someone with Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in their chart, because we do also have a lot of swords out. Magician. You are the magician. You are able to manifest. So do what you can to keep consistent with regards to things like being authentic, being honest, treating your body well, you know, eating well, drinking water, all of that. It's working for you. You guys, this is like beautiful energy. You are manifesting a beautiful life based on the fact that you know what your gift is, you're using it, and it's helping other people, right? Yes, True. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. I think the Six of Pentacles in the reverse is talking about a sense of loss. Like, yeah, sense of loss. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Yeah, there are going to be people that cannot go with you, people that you cannot take with you because they would want to ride your coattails. They would want to use your success as a justification for their being lazy or unmotivated or a bump on a log, like, got to be selective. This Lovers card is saying there are people that will recognize your soul and you will connect very easily, but you have to be selective. You can't just assume that's everyone. You're a higher echelon. King of Swords in the reverse again. So we have him here, and now he's here again. Yeah, this is somebody who feels like they can manipulate the truth to get something from you. So this might be somebody who wants to like create a story about being sick so that you have to give them money. They're lying. They're going to lie to you to try to get money from you. Seven of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Wands in the reverse. I don't think they'll be very successful in terms of lying to you. I think you'll be able to use your intuition and your discernment to look right through them. But I do think it's important to be forgiving of yourself. It's not easy to say no to people when you do really want to be kind or generous. But I think this is one of those things where you'll be able to remind yourself that that person was maybe lying to me. That person would probably actually just spend that money in a different way. I don't know if you necessarily need to do a lot of digging, but I think it is extremely helpful for you to focus on the idea of no being a complete sentence, right? Yeah, toxic and narcissism tend to go hand in hand, don't they? All right, you guys, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you for the likes and subscribes, and I will see you on the next reading.